this week, okay, this week in our section the 7, okay, the unit 7, we are now learning about the internal analysis. Internal analysis. So, last week we learned about the know our enemy. That is this. Okay, that is this. We get to know our enemy. Okay, and that another word of that kind of the external analysis is industry analysis. So we get to know what is going on in our inside of the industry, within the industry. Okay, and we get to know what is changing over the environment, business environment. We get to know that. That's a nice start. And this week we are learning about this. Know yourself. Exactly. We are now learning about how we get to know ourselves. Okay? And last class, I introduced my personal framework, how to conduct the internal analysis. And before that, I notify that why we need to know ourselves well. And this shows that in business pitch, to persuade somebody, to persuade our client, to persuade our customers, to persuade our stakeholders, we must present this kind of information. Name, contact, opportunity, problem. Okay, this comes from the external analysis. What kinds of opportunity we have, what kinds of external threat we have. Okay, then we can build a few number of the solutions and the competitive advantage that is related to internal analysis and target market. I know, and the forecast, whatever. Okay, then we must be able to persuade our client or stakeholders or customers throughout what we are, who we are, why we can make a success, why we are good at analyzing and unleashing the competitive advantage, why our solution it can be achievable. Why? That is exactly knowing ourselves. That's related with this. Okay? So, when we do this, when we know our competitors and when we know our enemy and when we know ourselves, what will happen? What we expect? What we expect? We expect that we can win or that we do not lose. If we know our enemy, if we know ourselves, we can win? No. What we can, okay, exactly, okay, we may not lose the war. In order not to lose a war, we should know our external environment outside of myself, and that we must know ourselves. We must know who we are. Then we do not lose the war. That's a nice start. That's a start. However, yeah, we are going to that direction. In order to win without fighting, okay, we need exercise. We need to build and we need to exercise strategy. Okay, and this process of the external analysis or the internal analysis is for making for formulating a strategy. Not yet. Okay. However, without conducting the external analysis or the internal analysis, we cannot build up the strategy. So we must conduct external and internal analysis in order to not to lose. And that's a start. That's a start of formulating a strategy to win without fighting. Okay? Good. That is that. And then, yeah, so last class, I exemplified the case of the Chinese workforce management industry, okay? And 2 years ago, I performed this kind of the strategy management consulting project. So there's the industry. Then this is the start of the, okay, so when we know our enemy, when we know ourselves, and then maybe we do not lose, and then that is the start of the win without fighting. Okay, that is the best. That is the best strategy. Okay, there is a framework of something, and then I introduced of two the companies we benchmarked. That is not different from the my personal companies or the my company or the our thyself, ourselves, analyzing ourselves. So manpower.com or the others. Okay, so you see the manpower.com, but however today, we better to go to, yep, go, hey, go. Something is wrong. Hello, yep. Okay, so I'd better to use that the Korea International Company, and that is a domestic company, that's a Chinese company. However, so in order to know, to conduct a company analysis, okay? So internal analysis, interchangeably, we use the company analysis. What is that business? What is that company? Okay, company analysis, that individual company, okay? This kind of the framework or this kind of the tools can be also applied to myself, my company. Okay, in order to know the company, okay, we usually use this type of the items. Okay, no matter what, okay, in order to know a company, I suggest you to start with leadership. Leadership. Who are they? Who is the owner or who is the key decision maker? Who is the key decision maker or who is leading the company? That give you a lot of understanding about the movement of those kind of company. Okay, so here there is a chairman, the Gao Yong, okay, by MBA or the Beijing Foreign Studies University, Beijing University, and then CEO, the Li somebody, and okay, so he also get the Bachelor of the Beijing Foreign Foreign Studies University. Okay, and then so San Francisco Bachelor of something. Okay, so let's see these two guys, CEO and the chairman, and they graduated the same school. They graduated the same school of the Beijing Foreign Studies. Okay, Beijing Foreign Studies. And is this a good university? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Is this a good university or college? Beijing, Beijing Peking University, the Beijing Foreign Studies University is a good or bad? Is a good company? Is a good university? What can I expect? What can I expect from these two profiles? They must be good at what? They are good at what? Foreign studies? What's that college? What's that program? In the college, what they learn? What's the meaning of the foreign studies? Can I expect that they can speak English very well? Okay, good. And can I expect that they have a good sense of the global mindset? And the international business, international trade, or international transaction? Can I expect that? Yes or no? Probably, yes, because they're majored. They studied. They studied about it, the foreign something. They studied about international study, or they conducted a lot of, they learned a lot about it, the global something. So then these two guys, two key decision makers, okay, they have a good sense of the global mindset. And then they are ready to do some very global something. They catch the global trend in terms of the business, the workforce management business. So they have a good chance to make that business as one of the more advanced the global workforce management something. Okay, and absolutely, those are the key leaders. They have experiences of the foreign studies and the foreign livings or the foreign study foreign graduate schools. So then I guess, what I can expect, those guys are good at making an international or the global business. Can I expect that? Hmm? Juno, can I expect that? Eh? Lucy, can I expect that? Thank you. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So if we start to study about it, the leadership, okay, maybe we can capture unwritten many things. So that's the reason why I always start with the leadership profile in conducting internal analysis, company analysis. No more. Yeah, no more. Okay. So I start with the leadership because I need to know who is the key decision maker of that company. That gives us a lot of sense. Okay, absolutely. And the second one is, okay, I always start with goals. What are they are becoming, and what is their goals? What is their mission? What is their vision? What is their value they are looking for? Okay, absolutely. That will, even though they do not perform that kinds of things, but however, they always pretend. At least they pretend that they are achieving those kind of goals. So then we'd better to talk about their goals to persuade them. Okay, good. And there, yeah, if possible, we'd better to trace their history, when they started and how, what is the historic the traces or the historic tracks of the make some momentum. Okay, and yeah, this company merged at the content company in 2010, and that's becoming one of the largest workforce management in China thanks to this M&A. So then we'd better to study about that company. Okay, then absolutely we must identify the service, brand, what size operation, and the brief financial outcome. And the financial outcome will be very familiar with you. Okay, so then maybe if you go to the financial statement like a balance sheet, and what else? Cash flow, and income statement. So then, yeah, if we get this kind of the balance sheet, cash flow, and the income statement, maybe we can tell something about their financial outcome. Superficial. In 2017, they make a revenue of the $177 million, and the operating income is something, and the net income is around like this. Okay, so yeah, it's okay, and that would be relatively easy to get a balance sheet, cash flow, and the income statement. Okay, so you know how to read balance sheet, cash flow, and the income statement. Everybody learn that? Yes or no? Virgo, do you know what is a balance sheet, cash flow, income statement? Can you read that? Tracy, do you know that? Chauncey, do you know balance sheet, cash flow, income statement, or not? Mm, 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 Juno, absolutely. Okay, that's easy. That's easy to read the balance sheet, cash flow, income statement. Okay. That will give us a rough. That will give us a rough kept and a rough shape of that company. But however, many times it's not enough. It's not enough. And the first page of the profile, the first page of the internal analysis is relatively easy to capture. That's a start. That's a start. But however, we must go forward. We must go forward. That is our internal analysis. We get to know the balance sheet, cash flow, income statement. However, we must to analyze their profitability. Profitability, okay? And what kinds of profitability? And then absolutely, so there are a few number of the indicators, and one of the most popular one is ROIC or EVA analysis. Okay, we will go in detail today. Don't worry. Okay. However, because at the Korea International do not publish their financial statement, and we couldn't get those kind of the information, so we just capture their rough profitability like this by brand, by region, and they just reported that how much money they made. Okay. Good. So then absolutely we conduct a profitability analysis. And then in this unit, we are much more focusing on the profitability analysis. Okay. However, that's the start of the internal analysis. And then we must go forward. When you find out the profitability analysis, okay, you can capture that business is healthy or not healthy. Okay. Let's see. So is there anybody who is majoring the accounting? Say yes. Accounting. Chauncey? Oh, really? Oh, many. Oh, nice. Okay. Pardon me. Oh, okay. That's nice. Good. Then, what is the role of accountant in business? What is the role of the accountant in business? Role. Have you ever think about it? What is the role of the accountant in business? Why we need an accountant? What is the role of that? Okay, and yeah, Virgo, what is the purpose of the business? Record the economic. Why? Why you do that kinds of the economic transaction and prepare the financial statement? Why? Okay, Virgo, what is the purpose of the business? Making money, absolutely. So then, however, how many percent of business entity, okay, make money in China? How many percent of the business make money in China? That means the plus profit. How many percent of the business make money in China? Guess. That's related with the role of the accountant. Okay, whatever. Ada, how many percent of the business will make money in China? 50%? Good guess, but however, that must be lower. Oh, yeah, exactly. Joe, exactly, around 30%. No more than 30%. Okay, only 30% of business make money. Then, here is a question. What about 70% of the business? they are zombie. They are both zombie business. Right? Am I right? If a business do not make money, that is a zombie business. And everybody expected that what will happen on those kind of the 70% of the non-profit making businesses, that business must die, isn't it? Christy, don't you think so? The more than 70% of the non-profit making, okay, not profit making business must die. Huh? Christy comes again. 판리. 엘칸, 오케이. 첸텐. 어? Chauncey. Yeah, what do you think? Hulda, what do you think? Accountant. So more than 70% of the not profit making business must die. But what will happen if we kill those 70% of zombie business? What will happen? Do you remember we manage two things as a business problem solver? We manage what? We manage two things. We manage K and L. Okay, we manage money and people. So then, what will happen if we just calculate some numbers and we just consider the money and we kill the 70% of the non-profit making the businesses? What will happen? Please consider the people. High unemployment. Absolutely. So a society need to keep those zombie businesses as well. So business is not simple because we need to consider about the money. Absolutely. However, at the same time, we must consider the people side as well. Okay, so then in this situation, who can define this business is necessary or not necessary? What business will die and what business must survive? Who can define this? On the other hand, on the other word, who can define the healthy? Who can define the health of a business? Who can define the health of a business? Who can do this? Who can judge? Customers? No. No, customers cannot do that. No. Investors, yeah, investors need something to judge. Who can do that? Who can? Exactly. Auditor. Auditor is a special form of the accountant. That's the reason why we need an accountant who is good at. And then accountant play a role of the doctor of a business. Okay, so when we get sick and we go to the doctor and what the doctors can do for us, what the doctors can do. If you got a coronavirus and what the doctors can do, what the doctor's role when you get sick, when a society gets sick, when people get sick, and what the doctor's role. Doctors need to do two things. Test and heal. Exactly. Test. Okay, we call that as a diagnose and treat. Okay, to save the people, how? Chauncey, how to save people? Okay, doctors diagnose you whether you are healthy or not healthy, and then if necessary, and the doctors give a treatment. Okay, audit and solution for business. That is accounting. That is accountant role. Don't you think so? So the accountant, technically speaking, accountant is a doctor of a business. Okay, got it? Do you agree? Do you agree with? Accountant must take a role of the doctors for a business, and then they must be able to diagnose and examine a business in terms of the profitability. In terms of the profitability. Okay, if they make a profit, good. And in terms of the people side, accountant must consider those two things as well: money and people. That's necessary. Okay, accountant is not a money bug. Accountant must be able to consider money side and the people side, and then they can define, is this company a healthy one or not, or is this business is sustainable or not. I think so. Probably, maybe your professional accountant may have a different opinion, but from my experiences working with the accountant, and there are two different type of the accountant, and many junior accountant, they are just good at making the numbers, profitability, okay, and the valuation, EBITDA, 1%, PP&E, wow, they are genius in making numbers. But many times they didn't solve a business problem, make a trouble. However, another level of the accountant, they consider both sides, money side and people side. Then they give us a more insightful solutions that work better. Maybe you cannot understand what I am talking about, but however, gradually you can understand that. As a junior accountant, maybe you are required to conduct a very simple and a very sophisticated the financial statement something. However, gradually, we are business problem solver. Before becoming a good accountant, we must become a good business problem solver. Then we must be able to consider money side, people side at the same time. So you must train yourself. I am an accountant, and however, you must be a good doctor for a business. That considering money and the people. That will help you. That will help you. And absolutely, the business problem solvers like management. Absolutely, we must have a good command in the profitability analysis money side, and then we must be considerate in managing people as well. So, no matter what, business problem solvers, we need to keep this money and people. Don't forget, please. That will help you. Okay, so absolutely, in order to conduct the internal analysis, we start with the profitability as well. Absolutely. Good. Then, we go to the key success factor analysis. Okay, that is not explicit. And the key success factor analysis, growth strategy, and the SWOT analysis, that's somewhat subjective. And that's somewhat intrinsic. Oh, not intrinsic. That's more, implicit analysis. Okay, and profitability analysis is more explicit. That is the reason why we start with the explicit analysis by using numbers. However, we must consider the subjective and the implicit subtle understandings about money and people. Okay, for example, key success factor of the Korea International, they experience and the leading effect in the Chinese market. How they command the Chinese market? Because they are providing the large amount of the brand. They covered almost all the necessary items in terms of the workforce management. And they provided a total workforce solution, recruiting, T&D, staffing, outsourcing, customer. Okay? And up to 75% return customers. They are loyal to their customer service. It's not easy to capture, but however, we must be able to capture those implicit and subjective something from the data and the information. That's our job. We must know. We must know what that company is. Absolutely. If you want to know yourself, you must think about what is your key success factor. That's subtle. That's not tangible. But however, we must be able to do that. Okay. Good. And the recent growth strategies, absolutely. And the SWOT analysis, external opportunity, what kinds of things is happening in the outside, external threat, that's external analysis. This is come from the external analysis, okay? And then what is your strengths and what is your weakness? That is internal analysis. Internal strengths, internal weakness, okay? And then internal strengths is something like an experienced team, okay? And the strong service network in China and Hong Kong, Singapore, and India, and good brand image and the rich customer resource, something like this. And that is related with your competencies, where is a key success factor. Okay, and there is a internal weakness. It will not be easy to capture. Okay, and that is most challenging task in when we conduct a company analysis. What's their weakness? And what is your weakness? And many people don't want to say about their weakness. And then me either. Personally, I don't want to show my weakness, because I just publicize my weakness and everybody will attack me. That will not be easy. So then we definitely need to competencies, competence of intelligence. Absolutely. Okay. 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 So maybe. Probably, maybe you know this. Let's see. Yeah. Hey. Oh. Oh. Hey. Oh. Yeah. What is good? Give us again. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can you read this? Can you read this? What is one sentence of that? How about this? This is old-fashioned. Okay, and these these sentences come from the Sun Tzu's Art of War, and then talking about the spy. Okay, spy is something, another, intelligence. Okay, CIA is Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. Okay, so what are they doing? Spy. What are they doing? What's the main role of the spy? They are looking for weakness. And strength and weakness. They are looking for strengths and weakness. So, by nature, we must be good at spying. We are business problem solver. In order to conduct the internal analysis, we must be good at spying. We must have a good sense of the spy. In order to know the other enemy's strengths and the enemy's weakness, also we must know well about our internal strengths and our internal weakness. Technically speaking, we are doing the same thing with the spy in order to conduct the internal analysis. And do you agree with this? We must be a good spy. We must be a good spy to become a good business problem solver. Not an illegal spy, and you will die. But legal spy, legal. We call that is intelligence. We must have a good intelligence. Do you agree with this? We must be a good spy. Absolutely, we need that. We need that. Unfortunately, that's our part of the job. In order to win without fighting, one of the most important things is that we must be good at intelligence. We must know their weakness, and we must know our enemy's strengths, and we must avoid their strengths, and we must attack their weakness. And then, in order to win without fighting, we must be able to manipulate the situation. We need to do that. Okay? Good. That's internal analysis. And then, throughout the internal analysis, we can do these kind of things. And then the portfolio analysis, absolutely, and the regional analysis. And what's going on this Korea International? Maybe if we conduct the internal analysis more by region, something is happening. They make money in the Shanghai area. They make money Guangdong, and they make money other side of the something, and they make money the overseas. But however, they are losing. They are losing their money in Beijing. Okay, and can you capture what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of this? Losing money in Beijing and making money in Shanghai. Can you guess what is happening in this company? What is the meaning of this? What if one Chinese company losing their money in Beijing, but however they make money in Shanghai? What's that mean? Can you tell me? How I can interpret that? How I can build an insight up from this? What is the meaning of this? Spy. What does that mean? They are losing the business in Beijing. However, they make a lot of money in Shanghai or the southern area. Is anybody who come from the north area? Market change, probably. Market change. Probably. What does that mean? The market change. The Beijing market is getting poor and the Shanghai market is getting better? I don't think so. The workforce management, the people management is universal in China. Always you need more people. How we can interpret this? This is a fact. Okay, you can see the number. Absolutely. And then how we can interpret? What is our implication? What is our understanding and insight? I'm asking how we can interpret this. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Losing business in Beijing and making more money, making a good business in Shanghai or the southern part of China. How we can understand this? Doris. Lucy. Huh? You did. Oh, no, 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 no. Jenny. Oh, Mandy. Hello, anybody there? Hello. Right? Aurora. Aurora. What does that mean? Probably, we can draw a lot of insight from this fact. Just making the numbers based on the fact or the data or the something, okay? That is just a primitive things. Business problem solvers, we must draw the more interpretation, we must draw the more insight, and we must draw the implication, and then we must create the meaning to solve this problem. Expand the potential market? I don't think so. I think the Korea International failed in this. They have some problem of the guanxi. Business network. Business networking with Beijing. Then they are losing their business in Beijing. I think that's my interpretation, and that's my hypothesis. That's my hypothesis. Why not? And do you believe that the business environment in Shanghai and the Beijing is almost same? Same or different? Hello? Hey? Agnes? Oh, there's some problem? Hey? Yeah. Yup. Okay. Yeah, different. And I think that is my interpretation. And Beijing is much more focusing on their political power, political something. Okay, and the Shanghai is just focusing on making a business itself. So the Korea International, maybe they are not good at building a good relationship with the Beijing people, Beijing business. So then they make some trouble. So what will be my suggestion? I'd better to suggest the Korea International leaders, please try to build a good guanxi with the Beijing, and then I will find a solution for them to increase their revenue. That is my suggestion. Whatever, that is my hypothesis, that is my suggestion, and then maybe you have a better understanding about this situation, and then you must give them a more practical solutions. That's our job. If we get to know our inside of the company, okay, we can bring more better solution, not to lose. Anyway, yeah, that is the basic understanding about the internal analysis, and then we'd better to go to the more explicit internal analysis. That is focusing on a profitability analysis. Profitability. And where is that? Profitability analysis. Here. Let's go. Internal financial analysis or profitability analysis. And the internal analysis, that is composed with a profitability analysis, like we did. and the market performance analysis, business system analysis, benchmark what we have done, and the core competencies, core competency analysis. However, yeah, so I suggested the 2 pages of the framework, and that will be enough. Yeah, okay, that will cover this all 5 items of the internal analysis. And today we will go to the profitability analysis more detail. Good. And in order to identify the profitability, and then I personally suggested the ROIC analysis. Do you know the ROIC? ROIC and the EVA analysis. Do you know what is ROIC? What is ROIC? Accountant. CR, accountant? CR. Sharon, what is ROIC? Return on invested capital. Exactly. ADA. That's right. Okay. So then, do you remember how to calculate the ROIC? A lot. Yeah, there are a lot of the equations. Maybe you forget, right? Anybody remember the ROIC equation? Probably no. Me either. I can't. Yeah, you know that I'm not smart. No, I cannot remember that. Yeah, probably the finance teachers or accounting teachers cannot remember that because that's complex. So we summarize the ROIC calculation like this, and that is a graphical display how we can conduct internal analysis. ROIC is composed with a margin divided by invested capital, right? Margin divided by invested capital, margin and income margin or something, okay, profits, okay, whatever. So then margin is composed with the revenue minus cost. It's a profit. Okay, revenue minus cost, and the revenue is composed with the price multiplied by volume, and the cost is composed with the raw material, direct material cost, and the direct labor cost, and the SG&A, or the PP&E, and the indirect labor cost, like and then the overhead cost, and blah blah blah. Okay, amortize or the depreciation, whatever. Okay, so that's the cost side. We analyze, and then invested capital is composed with the working capital plus fixed asset. Okay, and the working capital is inventory plus account receivables, and the fixed asset is a machinery and the equipment plus and the land and the building, like a real estate. Okay, so do you remember that? Do you remember this ROIC calculation? If not, that's fine. You have this template. Don't worry. Okay, so then, what is the matter of the ROIC? ROIC indicated the real operational profit, real operational value. Okay, so that's the reason why I prepared the ROIC than any other indicators. And then if we get to know the ROIC, what can we do? We can compare with our ROIC, our economic value, with our competitors. And this is my company, and this is the competitor's average, or this is your key competitor. Both are okay. Then let's start. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with my company? And return on sale, okay, not bad. This is me, not bad. That's okay. And the COGS and the cost of the goods sold, not bad, okay, not bad, okay, that's okay. Sales and administration, okay, not bad. Depreciation, not bad. Okay, so return on sales is not bad. That's no problem. It's okay. But let's think about the capital turnover. Our capital turnover is really low comparing with my competitor. This is really bad. Something is wrong in my invested capital, because that I have a very poor capital turnover. That's a problem. What is happening? Other than that, that's okay. Working capital, not good. And net property PP&E. Okay, PP, that's a PP&E. I have too high PP&E. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of having a very high PP&E? Accountant, Chauncey, and Angelo, what is the meaning of the PP&E? I have too many or too much fixed asset. That is not operational. Okay? That's not operational. So then, what can we do in order to improve our ROIC? Investing capital. Okay, so then we need to do this. We need to do this. Liquidify. We must sell our property, plant, equipment, or real estate. PP&E. Okay. Then how we can improve this? We must sell them out and then liquidify our fixed asset to the working capital, isn't it? We need that. So then, if we can do this, we can solve our ROIC problem. We can improve our ROIC. This is a financial approach. This is a financial approach to identify our health, our business health, or our identity in terms of the finance. Okay? Got it? One more. EVA. And have you learned about the EVA, economic value added? You learned about it. Okay? And the corporate and the value in the valuation and the economic value added, EVA is composed with the ROIC minus WACC. What is WACC? WACC is weighted average cost of capital, right? We need to consider about the financial cost. Then multiply by invested capital. And then we get to know that we have too many fixed assets and we must convert that fixed asset into the working capital. Okay? We can improve this. On the other hand, we must think about it, our cost of the equity, cost of the debt. ROIC, not bad. Okay? And then we must come to here. So, based on this kind of the analysis, by using the financial tools, maybe we can get to know ourselves better. We are business. What is the purpose of business? Virgo, what is the purpose of business? Make money. Absolutely. However, many businesses do not know they are making money or not. And the balance sheet or the cash flow and the income statement can tell you are making money or not? No. No, that's just a report. That's just a report. Report to tax and report to the government that we are doing some business. That doesn't tell your profitability. I said more than 70% of the Chinese business, they do not make money. But however, almost all the businesses, they report that we are making money. What is wrong? There is a gap between the practicality and between the real world, and there is a superficial something. Okay, there is a gap. And however, we business problem solvers, we must know what is happening in the business. Why cannot get the information from the report? Because of the law. Okay, deficiency of the law. Absolutely. And the Chinese accounting law is the same way that the American or the Germans? No. They have a totally different law. The accounting, we call that as the commercial law. Okay. However, yeah, maybe you know that we can keep the GAAP. So do you know the GAAP? Oh yeah. So we use that the GAAP, but however, that's generally accepting one. However, for your own company, the GAAP can indicate your profitability? Probably no, because you are situated in a certain specific situation, specific field of the industry, specific field of the country, specific field of the something, the specific region. Do you guess that the cost of capital in Wenzhou is the same with Shanghai or Guangzhou? No. The Wenzhou people, Wenzhou business, they have a totally different cost of capital structure in when they want to financing their money from the Wenzhou. Nobody knows. That's general. That's GAAP is universal. Every business has their own different profitability structure. We must know that. Okay, got it, Virgo? Many times, we are easily cheated. Accountant, you are always cheated. Managers, businesses, our job, one of our job is spying. Everybody are ready to cheat you. That's the reason why we need to not to be cheated. We must try our best to not to be cheated. We must be smart enough. We must be intelligent enough not to be cheated. Then we can play the game. We can negotiate. That's business, unfortunately. In order to do that, you must know yourself. You must know yourself better. If you do not know yourself, if you do not know your strengths, if you do not know your weakness, oh yeah, absolutely, you will be a dead meat. We are ready to kill you. Okay, so we are going to the shark. Okay, the sea with many sharks. We are business. And do you know the Shark Tank? Shark Tank. We are jumped into the Shark Tank. Yes, that's the reason why we call that is a Shark Tank. Okay, the shark are awaiting you. Shark are ready to kill you. We must know ourselves well before jumping into the Shark Tank. And another framework is that Omega is market leak analysis. This is me now. And how about that? If I can do this, if I can do this, if I can do this, I can cover more market. For example, this is one of the most immediate something. And then 35% of the market share, if I can improve my product quality, if I can improve my service responsiveness, and if I improve the price and the payment terms, probably I can compete with my competitors to get more customers. 35%. Okay, and then customer not convert and the description something, technology, innovation. Okay, so then we can analyze what we are missing. What's missing? Okay. And this is a customer satisfaction analysis. And then, okay, so just one fundamental question. How we can increase revenue? Okay. Another word, how can we increase sales? Everybody want to increase the revenue and sales. How we can do that? Any idea? Why you are happy? No. Just make PPP. No. How we can persuade? Product, place, price, forget it. No, that doesn't work. Unfortunately, yeah. So, I'm not a marketing teacher. I'm not a marketing teacher. And maybe you learn about the PPP, 4P something, yeah, from the marketing teachers. However, as a business problem solver, no. How we can persuade the customer to purchase a product? How? How we can increase the sales? How we can improve the something? And here is an example. Is there anybody who used that iPhone or the MacBook? Is there any MacBook user? Juno, why did you buy the MacBook? Why did you buy the MacBook? 어라? 응? 응. 응? Juno, Aurora, why did you buy the MacBook? Brand. Brand. Okay? Brand. However, in terms of the quality, okay, MacBook usually provide the best quality of the processor, best quality of the camera, and the best quality of the RAM, and best quality of the best quality of the hard disk, and the best quality of something. No, I don't think so. But why did you buy the MacBook? When you buy the Apple MacBook, what did you feel? What did you feel? You feel satisfied, high tech probably, but however there are tons of the different high tech something. Satisfied, okay, satisfied or happy. You are happy when you get the MacBook, and you are happy when you use the MacBook. That's the reason why you want to buy the MacBook. Customer said exactly. So that only one best way to increase the sales is make people happy. Make people happy, no matter what. It can be a technology. It can be something. It can be okay. However, whatever. Forget the technology and forget the innovation something. However, if I can make the customers happy, I can make money. I can increase the sales no matter what. It can be a technology. It can be an innovation. It can be a customer satisfaction. It can be a delivery. It can be a stock out. It can be a flexibility. It can be order something. It can be damage. It can be after service. Whatever. Make the people happy. To increase your revenue, to increase your sales. The secret is simple. Make people satisfied. Make people happy. Okay? We are dealing with people by using money. 4P, place, product, price, and what else? Okay? Why? Why we do that kinds of things? Why we consider that kinds of stuff? To make the people happy. However, if I don't care about the place or price, okay, and the MacBook is much more expensive than any others, but however, many people are happy to get that. Price is not a matter. And then, do you want to get a Chanel? What else? Versace, and what else? Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Okay. Do you want this? Vanessa, do you want this? Do you want to buy Chanel, Versace, Louis Vuitton? What else? Yeah. Mercedes Benz, Porsche. Yeah, absolutely. Why? Why you want that? Because of the best quality? I don't think so. Anybody will choose that kinds of things because that gives you a brand image. Brand name, brand image, and the high quality. However, simply because you get happy when you get those luxury goods. Don't you think so? Because of the quality? It is. What is the meaning of the brand? You can expose yourself to the public. Then, if you can expose yourself, oh, I have my Versace, yeah, Versace, or oh, I have my Louis Vuitton, wow. And then when you show up into your friends, wow, Versace, wow, Louis Vuitton, then you get happy. Then you will buy those kind of things, those luxury goods, again. So, increasing revenue, the secret of the increasing revenue, just make people happy by any means, by anything. Then, in order to make happy, we can identify a few number of the elements, what we can help what we can make the people happy. Delivery speed, on-time delivery in something, and then this is my company, this is me, and this is our key competitor. Okay, satisfaction, good, excellent. And here I am good at this. This is my strength. However, I'm not good at this. This is my weakness. Quantify, intel, and create a better knowledge about yourself. You are good at this, you are not good at this. Then you do better to cover this, you do better to improve this. This is how we conduct internal analysis throughout comparing your key competitor or key competitors. Okay? Can you do it? We just learned in this unit 7, we just learned about how we can conduct explicit internal analysis. However, next week we are covering the more sophisticated, more subtle, more implicit internal analysis by using the what is that? Value chain analysis. Okay, good. So far, any question? Nope. So far, so good. Okay, thank you. And yeah, please, complete your discussion questions as assignment. Okay. And what else? Okay, and then can I see you next Tuesday? Okay, good. Then, yeah, I will see you next Tuesday. And if you have any question, yeah, please send a message to in the WeChat, or just send me an email. That's fine, and I will help you. Don't worry. Good. Then I will see you next Tuesday. Yeah, bye.